Whoa, then Nelly. Stay tuned for my 5 tips on how to progress quicker as a learner rider. We back. Okay, welcome to Dave Rides. Today, we've got 5 tips to help you become a better rider quicker. That's right, on your L's. If you are a brand new rider and you want to progress quickly, this is what I've put together. I've made all the mistakes so you don't have to. When I started out riding, I was brand new. A little lamb, that's right. Brand new as you can be. I'd never really been on a bike before. I think I'd been on a scooter maybe when I was 16. So everything was brand new. I was lucky enough to have a few experienced riders around me that'd give me little tips every now and again, and I'd look up on YouTube what to do, but there was nothing really concise to tell you things that will help you get better quicker, because everyone's gone past that point, it seems. They're not really at that beginner stage anymore. Luckily I am. I've made all the mistakes for you. So I've put together 5 things that really, when I started doing these 5 things, this is when I noticed that I progressed quickly. Okay, let's start. Number 5, back streets. Back streets are your friend. That's right. Don't be like the cyclists in Lycra out on the highway and annoying everybody on the weekends. Map out a little track around your back streets and do the back streets, even if you just have to keep going around them. Now what this does is this, I was intimidated by cars on the road, for sure. And I didn't really want to go out on the main road immediately. So I just mapped out a little course around my area. And what I've found is it helps you, because what you have to get used to doing is stopping and starting. I tell you what you don't want to be. You don't want to be at the front of the lights on a main road and you'll stop there, and then you go and you stall the bike. Because you can get run up the back of you pretty easily like that. So going around the back streets, having to stop and start all the time is going to really help you for when you do get onto the main roads. Going around roundabouts, going around corners, stopping and starting, changing gears. You'll get used to doing it with no cars around you. Number 4, do what's comfortable. What do I mean? Well, I'm sure there's the right technique to ride a bike, and there is. The right way to do the throttle and the clutch and the brake and the da-da-da-da. There's an endless amount of things you have to remember to do correctly. But at the beginning, you've got to just do what's comfortable. And that's what a mate said at work to me. I was watching YouTube videos of, that guy, what's up, dude? And you're an idiot if you do this. And yammy noob, he wants to, tell you everything. Yes, there's a right way to do things, but in the beginning, you've just got to do what's comfortable so you can get used to it. And you worry about technique later. Now, when you do your P's, they don't mark you on technique or style. You've just got to get through it the best way you can. So once you've done all that and you've got through all that, then you can concentrate on your technique and being pro. But at the beginning, it's just doing what's comfortable. Look, if you have to stop the bike to prevent you from killing yourself, it doesn't matter how you do it, you just do it and you get it done. So that's my advice until you get more familiar with riding a bike. There's a lot to remember when you're riding a bike at first. So one thing you don't want to have to remember is the style of doing it. Number 3, and this really helps. Try to pick one thing to focus on every time you go for a ride. So maybe it's just getting smooth at the clutch one day. Now obviously everything else you've got to do and remember, but if you just focus on that, okay, my clutch today is going to be real smooth, my gear changes. The next day, oh, I haven't really focused on slow maneuvering and seeing how that back brake works with slow maneuvering. So what I found was sometimes at the beginning when I was going around roundabouts, I'd go too wide or I didn't really know how to slow it down. Then I worked out if you use your back brake at slow speeds, it actually helps you get around the corner easier. It turns the bike for you a little bit. So yeah, every time you go out, once you've got everything together, just focus on getting one thing nice and smooth. And that helped me progress quickly. Just concentrating on that one thing. Okay, number 2. Try to get out as much as you can, because consistency is what's going to help you progress quickly. Now, when I first started, I was scared to ride to work, understandably. It's a lot of main road between my house and my work. So even if it was just before I left for work, even if it was just for 10 minutes to go around the block, I would do it. I'd start the bike up and just go around the block. Now, at least I'm starting the bike up, I'm stopping, I'm starting to get back home, and it was just 10 minutes. But that 10 minutes adds up all week that you're doing that. So these are the little things that will help you grow quickly into a rider that can go and do his Ps. And instead of it taking a year, it can take you 3 months. Number 1, this is a big one. Slow down. Yep. When I first started, I got into the habit of every time I went out, I thought, oh, if you don't ride quick or if you don't do things quickly, you're hopeless and you don't know anything. And well, you don't really know anything. But it wasn't until I just slowed my mind down and slowed the bike down that I started to get things. Because when you're going too quickly, there's so much to remember that you'll get flustered. And you'll come up to that set of lights, or you go, what do I do? What do I clutch in? Blah, blah, blah. Everything happens really quickly sometimes. So if you're going slower, it helps so your mind slows down and you're able to think. Now, you'll eventually get to the point where you're going quicker and everything becomes second nature, just like riding a bike. So slowing down helps you progress. Yeah. And that's it. These are the 5 things that once I started to apply them really helped me in the end to be able to go for my Ps after only 3 months. And that's what you want to do. You want to get onto your Ps quick so you can concentrate on getting the track days done, doing your wheelies, doing all the cool stuff. But those are the things that really help. Around the area, slowing things down, concentrating on the little things, and you'll get there. Then you'll get there quicker and you'll notice it. You'll see it. You won't be as intimidated on the bike every time you get on it. And if you're consistent as well, getting on the bike all the time, even if it's just for 10 minutes, those 10 minutes just before you leave for work really helps. All right, that's my 5 tips. Like and subscribe, or subscribe and like to Dave Rides, and you can laugh with me, laugh at me, cry with me. Now, one more thing, stay tuned because we've got the Halloween special coming up, and I'm going to do a whole thing on why I picked the Ninja. That's right, this one right here, the Kawasaki Ninja 500 2025 model. So we'll go through all that in the next episode. But apply all these 5 things and you'll be riding hot in no time.